Hello YouTube, Reddit Math here, and welcome to a taste of something different, or maybe a tasty of something different with Skybox Labs' latest release, TASTEE Lethal Tactics, currently in Steam Early Access, although it is going live tomorrow, and I've had the opportunity to get my hands on an early version of the game due to being contacted by a member of the dev team who introduced it as a mix of frozen synapse and door kickers, and I loved me both of those games. So I would probably describe it as maybe a little more frozen synapse mixed with maybe Team Fortress 2 or maybe even Jagged Alliance due to some of the kind of zaniness of the characters and the humor that's introduced into it. The game is basically a tactical turn-based sort of affair. We'll be jumping into probably a mission in just a moment, but I do want to go over some of the features here. In addition to a mission mode with 30 challenging missions, and they're not wrong about inserting the word challenging there, there's also a pretty robust multiplayer. Don't let these 4 players online fool you. I am on the press build right now, and when I was playing in the early access build, the number of players online were significantly more. It was very easy to get into a match. Speaking of getting into a match, the game has something that I was very pleased to see. In addition to a cage match mode, which is pretty much what you would expect from multiplayer, there's also the ability to play asynchronously, where you play your turn and it notifies the other player when it is their turn. You can sign up for notification emails, that sort of stuff, and you guys can play a turn-based game, taking a turn at a time, sort of a throwback to a play-by-mail style thing. It's actually kind of cool. I enjoyed being able to do that, especially as a quote-unquote adult, where I was able to do things like that, and in between work could throw in a turn or two to a match. Hopefully my opponents didn't mind that sometimes it took me several hours to get through a game. Right now, it may look like I haven't done much in the game, but there is a reset button available in the press build, and I've used that to get back to the beginning, mostly because I want to be able to show you guys some pretty cool kind of cinematics when starting off in the mission mode, and then we'll go ahead and play an opening mission. Let's dive right in, and we're currently in all missions complete mode. Let's go ahead and reset that, and then
Sells brakes and muffler.
I'm assembling a team.
What's the job?
Rooftop. Stash.
Oh, you're taking the rooftop job. Gutsy. The last crew that tried that blew up.
Blew up?
Exploded. They literally exploded. There's a lot of heat up there.
I'll need some firepower.
You'll need a lot.
Let's start with snipers. Who's your best shot?
Go with Ares. She learned to shoot by poaching poachers in the savannah.
We need muscle. You got a lot to choose from.
A lot of doors on that rooftop. This guy can open any door. You'll also need cover. The Russian, he's free.
A little unpredictable. I'll need a professional on this one.
And for explosives, there's no other choice. Hindenburg.
Are you crazy? No. Get me the Baron.
And where do you want them?
Same place as always. TASTEE.
That dump? You guys really need a new name.
I kind of like our name. So as you can see, the game's got quite a bit of character to it. In this, the kind of the mission map here, you're able to move along, unlocking different characters. To start with, I think our roster is going to be locked to just the 4 that were introduced there. Denton, a professional, Linus, who is going to be good at taking out doors. Got the Baron with his grenades, and Ares, who's the best shot around. There are additional characters, and they are available in the release build which, and I'll probably show you guys at the end of this what it does whenever I unlock all. But for now, let's go ahead and pop into the McAllen Plaza as our first mission. Welcome to the party. Word is somebody's using McAllen Plaza to transfer large sums of dirty money. My man on the inside tells me there's a handoff happening today. Here's the deal. You send in a team to grab the cash and then hightail it to the exit zone. I'll be on the ground with whoever else you send in. You command, we'll follow your orders. Your job is to make a plan that keeps us one step ahead of the enemy. Just do me a favor and don't get me shot. That sounds pretty fair. Our mission objective here is to just seize the money. We're going to get $20,000 for that. And then we've got some bonus objectives. Nobody dies, you complete it in less than 12 rounds, and blow up the propane tank for a little bit of an extra flair. We'll go ahead and start our mission. Meet the crew here. It's going to be these four to start, but other missions can unlock new mercenaries as we go along. And so we'll go ahead and hit OK on that. And as we get in here, yeah, we've got to take Denton. We would have the option, I guess, of removing the others if we had additional characters to replay this mission with. But for now, this is the crew we've got. As you can see, they've all got kind of like stats here: sight range, damage. Well, she moves real slow, rate of fire, aim time. They all kind of perform different tasks, and they've all got kind of cool stories and everything. Not to mention little demo videos of what they're capable of. Denton comes with a flashbang, which, you know, when walking around a corner can get you killed. You can flashbang, and it's not so bad anymore. That sort of stuff. Well, let's go ahead and get into this first mission. TASTEE, we do takeout. The mission objectives, bonus objectives, all displayed here. We'll go ahead and get started. Okay, see the striped zone, get one of us there and wait until all of the cash is loaded up. Make sure that zone is cleared of enemies before trying to make the grab. Seems pretty straightforward. We've got pretty intuitive command scheme, really. WASD, WASD moves us around. I can zoom in and zoom out with a scroll of the mouse wheel. We click on a character and then double click in order to place waypoints for where we want them to move. Now, for this first turn, I think I'm going to do something like this. I'm going to move him up to right here, but not quite around the corner there, as we've last seen an enemy off to the left. And this is our big bruiser, and we've got some destructible cover here. So his ability is actually breach. The unit is able to move through barriers, destroying them in the process. So you know what? Let's go ahead and see that ability in action. We'll set a waypoint on the other side of the barrier, and he'll be able to crash through that. And then finally, our sniper. I actually want to get her set up fairly quickly here in order to take a shot. So I'm thinking we're going to move her to like there, and then there. And when she gets to this waypoint, zoom in to make clicking on that a little bit easier. When she gets to this waypoint, I can then set a look command by right-clicking to get a little command radial wheel, and we can do something like that. So then we end up with this lovely guy. I never really know what to do with him. The grenade shots are powerful, but kind of slow. So I think I'm probably just going to leave him in position, covering our backs for now. We'll have him just kind of look in this general direction. Now, we do get a preview button, which is quite handy to show you how your commands are sort of going to work themselves out so that things like timing don't really screw you over. Frozen Synapse had that. There were times when I certainly wish that Door Kickers did, as it would sometimes lead to a mistake very late in a mission and cause you to have to restart for simple UI quirks. Once we're done, we can commit orders, and after a moment, the new round results are in. Click OK on that, and we're going to see everybody kind of move up. Okay. She did spot him, and I'm hoping she can get off a shot before he does. Let's move him to there. And going to start moving this guy up through the other cover. I'm thinking, tell you what, we'll put him into sprint mode so he moves a little bit faster. He doesn't aim as well then, but we don't really need him doing much in the way of aiming. We'll leave everybody else more or less in the same position. I'm going to have her crouch down. Let's preview that. And while she's crouched, I see. While she's crouched, she's not actually able to see over that barrier. So I wonder if she crouches and then stands. Does she? No, that was a terrible idea. Okay, so I was hoping maybe she would like duck under fire and then pop back up into it. That didn't work out at all. So tell you what. Yeah, we're stacking up all kinds of orders on her. Let's just get her moved the tiniest bit out of trouble. And then look. Yeah, that's fine. He's coming out to here. Preview that. Alright, she did move out of the way. Fortunately, nobody's then able to see that guy. Well, we have flashbangs, right? We can't throw them over this little barrier. That's unfortunate. Well, tell you what then. I could move him up, or I could actually just move him over. Does that work? What happens if you were looking in this direction? She gets out of the way. No bueno. Okay, that's fine. Tell you what. Let's move your first waypoint out over here. And I can even tell you to sprint to do that. Alright, she gets out of the way just fine. He comes up here. And then I wonder if we still have enough time for a flashbang from over here. And will it reach anything that matters? That looks like it'll hit. Okay, she's out of the way. That does flashbang him, which is awesome. So tell you what, let's come back to her. We can put a wait command. Have her wait like 4 seconds here. And then move to right here. And she won't quite make that, but she'll be in position, I think, for the next turn. She's waiting, the flashbang goes off, and then, alright, she moves just a little bit. Might even have her go into sprint mode. She waits 4 seconds. Doesn't need to wait 4 seconds. She could actually wait 3 seconds and then maybe do that. So let's see if I can have a way to edit her wait. I may not. Let's see. Tell you what, let me just do it this way. No. Delete the waypoint. Delete the waypoint. There we go. Okay. Gonna have her sprint to here. Gonna have her wait 3 seconds. And then I'm gonna have her move to right back here and look out at this guy. This is my problem in games like this. I do get a little perfectionist-y, although maybe that is for the best. Okay, she won't have enough time to take a shot. That's fine. We haven't done anything with our grenadier guy. Oh, that's going to be problematic. We moved out of range of our flashbang, though. tell you what. We're going to come up here. We're going to look this way when we do it. And does she win this fight? No, absolutely not. So we would probably be pretty well served getting her out of there. Now she'd get tagged there, which is unfortunate. So I'll tell you what, let's sprint and we'll commit those. Let's not commit those orders. Let's maybe have this guy come up to here. What does that get us? It's a pretty big assumption that he stays still there, though. What about you? Can your impact grenades, like, lob over anything? No, no they cannot. What they can do, we clear your look, have you come down to here. Can't really lop them over anything. Alright. Alright. From here, will they go over the wall? No, I think they just, they hit and explode on the barrier. Okay. Trying to find a use for you, Grenade Man, although it's not coming easy. Okay. Well, what if I instead take that waypoint? If I move you to, like, right here? Oh, I can't shoot them out over there either. Okay. What does this look like? She takes that hit kind of regardless. If instead of moving, if I just have you crouch, is that any faster? It's not. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. We'll give that a shot. And see what it gets us. Oh, wow. A little dangerous, maybe. Stand. I can't see that guy. He's not on that side. Have him come down and probably want to look before he actually gets out there. So we can set our look like way back at the start. Have him looking in this direction the whole time. Yeah. See, on the preview, of course, it always assumes that they've just stayed completely still. That's extremely unlikely to have happened. But I think we've got this guy kind of boxed in from all angles. Wow. Really? He was able to take that guy out from back there. Okay, well, I certainly didn't expect that. And so much for my no casualties bonus, right? In the meantime, we've got our sniper moving up to cover our exit. And at least this I can feel fairly confident in. We're moving into the money zone here to secure the cash. Alright. See those glowing orange arrows floating up there? He means these, of course. Those signal that enemy reinforcements are inbound. They'll be here in the next 5 seconds, so stay sharp, find a good position. Tell you what. Let's come up to here. And What if we clear look and sprint? Can we get you all the way to over here? We totally can. And once we do, we could set a look command in this general direction. See what that looks like. Alright, I'll give it a shot. Hopefully my sniper doesn't end up dead from the reinforcements coming in. Cash was collected. Awesome. Right. We have the money. Now to make good on our escape. Get us to the escape zone. The mission ends when you get all living team members into the escape zone, which is right up here. You can see we're also getting some more enemy reinforcements incoming. This time from kind of behind us, which is a little unfortunate. So we'll clear look. We'll sprint. And we're going to run ourselves to all the way over here. Nice. Have him push up a bit as well. You know what? Never mind. Select that waypoint. Let's clear your look. The one thing I probably could do without... I almost wish the looks didn't persist turn to turn. I generally find that me telling a character to look in a direction is not something I intend to have them continuously do, but they will in the game. Alright, let's see if our Sniper Ares can maybe outdraw this guy. Yeah, that did it. Okay, and from here, there's really no reason to dilly-dally any longer. We're going to just go with sprint, run to the extraction, and sprint, and run to the extraction, and finally, you guessed it, sprint and run to the extraction. All right. I don't need to preview that. I kind of know how it's going to go. We may get shot at from behind, but generally speaking, sprinting characters don't get tagged too badly. Now, if only one minor misstep had not occurred, the Baron would still be alive, and we would have seen a much heftier bonus from that. We did make a total payout of $26,000. I'm pretty okay with how that one went. You can replay everything. Which is kind of neat. It gives you a little bit of omniscience as far as where the enemies were moving when you were doing some guesswork in the last scene department. It can show you exactly where they were. Yeah, I wish if that flashbang would have worked out, or like this whole shebang would have gone a little bit differently. I'm really surprised actually that he was able to move up and put 3 bullets into him without him responding at all. That is a bit crazy. And then basically we load up the cache and reinforcements show up down in this general area. We're gonna see them pop in, and they basically move to stop us pretty quickly there. I think him actually spotting Denton sort of slowed him down. And then that guy was coming in behind us, but everybody made it to the escape zone in time. Lovely. All right, we are done with that, and we can exit to the map. Now, mission complete. Woo! And we're 2% done. But we did get some new missions, and yeah, and we'll get some cool emails. A lot of kind of reading to do, but this is how quite a bit of story is told in the game, and I'm totally okay with that. The missions that we could go on next, they will unlock Augustus the Scout or Seraphim, another marksman. So it's pretty easy to unlock new characters for your merc roster. I'm kind of okay with that. there's nothing wrong with unlocks happening during a game. It gives you like sort of a focus for what's the perfect roster I should bring out and things like that. It's just kind of, hey, maybe you should take these 4 characters, and that's probably going to do it. Now, one way to confuse that whole choice is, of course, in the preview build, I have a fancy unlock all button, and by using that, I am then able to come fully into the roster here and show you guys sort of what it has in store for you. As you can see, we were about to get Augustus the Scout, some real fancy shotguns, and some very, very aggressive looking braids there, as well as Seraphim, another marksman. Now, she has the look order narrow focus, allows her to take shots faster than the typical sniper, which does give her kind of a different flavor than Ares and her tracking ability. This is where the Team Fortress vibe or like a Jag Alliance vibe comes into play for me. The characters are all kind of over the top, a little silly. Hudson with his proximity mines, Hindenburg with his big explosions, Hyde, who can vanish like a ghost, and also has some Deadshot eye gear there. Bodark with a disarming shot, Zeke, and has a deployable sensor, and Hoser, who comes with some additional HP, which can oftentimes keep him alive in a straight-out slugfest. All in all, some pretty decent stuff here. I'm enjoying the tactical setup of the game, and having quite a bit of fun with its over-the-top antics. I'd say maybe not for everybody, but the single player I enjoy quite a lot with the mission playthroughs. But the multiplayer is definitely a lot of fun. That sort of blind gambit that each player has as far as what the other is going to do on their turn can make for some really interesting tactical decisions. I was worried at first that it would often get into a bit of a stalemate with playing defensively being the smartest thing, but with stuff like impact grenades and flashbangs, it really doesn't pay to sit still for very long for maybe some obvious reasons. If you guys enjoyed this, feel free to let me know. I might consider doing a short series on the game. Otherwise, we're just going to consider this kind of a first look at Tasty Lethal Tactics. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, you can feel free to check out the game for yourself. Again, coming out of early access tomorrow on Steam with all the fancy unlocks now available that you've seen here. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to leave a like or subscribe for more videos on the channel every day. That's going to do it for this video, and I will catch you guys next time.